We're doing a giveaway today, you guys. We're talking about cream contour, and I wanted to do a giveaway alongside of it. This is a Smashbox cream contour and foundation stick on one side, and I'll show you what that looks like. They look like these. They're foundation on one side and contour on the other, and they work really beautifully. I love them. But I wanted to give one away to a subscriber that comments below. Let me know that you're subscribed and you're eligible. It's just that simple. I just like to do giveaways every once in a while, and definitely comment below to be eligible, and don't forget to like the video and be subscribed. Okay guys, let's get on with it. Hi guys, welcome back to Boomx Beauty Beat, and if it's your first time here, hey, welcome. It's Laura here. I have a beauty channel, but we also do self-help and lifestyle topics. Today though, we're hanging out in the makeup corner because it kind of is my favorite corner. I'm a retired makeup artist and just spent this last year sort of doing this YouTube channel and getting back in the groove of doing makeup again. And sometimes I have creative moments, as I sort of did today. I just felt like playing. So yeah, sometimes I come out with some wild looks as well. But today we're going to talk about cream contours. There's such a misconception about contour, being that it has to be kind of like labeled as contour. I'm going to run through all the options that I have today. I think I've got somewhere around 15 or so, give or take. So I'm going to have to go through this like fairly quickly, give each like a minute or so to talk about. And just so that you guys can at home either work with what you already have, maybe see something that I have that you never thought of doing. And so I really hope this can help you guys at home to, you know, come up with some strategies for your contour needs. How much you contour is kind of like a personal decision. There's no right or wrong to it, really. But being a mature woman, some of us find that our face starts looking more grayed out and sallow as we age, stuff like that. So you can make some color adjustments and some product adjustments to help work with your changing skin. And so if you are mature, you could still get away with using contour, but maybe adjust it a little bit for the changes in your face shape, in your eye shape, everything that could be happening, nose, everything changes. Everything that changes as we get older. Yeah, so let's see what might work for you. We're going to start with the first one. I'm going to start with what I consider kind of the cream contour heavy hitters that are really well known and that are very well loved. So first of all, we've got, of course, the Fenty Matchstick in Mocha. This is one of the most popular shades as well. What works for you shade-wise is going to depend on even the look you're wearing. Sometimes you want something a little more grayed out and chiseled. Sometimes you want warmer cheeks. So in terms of, whoops, I've got it caught on. Oh, look, it's got a magnet. It's sticking to my earring. I'm like, what's going on here? Okay, so stay out of there. With the matchstick, one thing I was surprised when I got this contour, and I'll just swatch as we go, is the consistency was a lot thicker and drier than I thought it looked like in the, you know, kind of on the packaging and advertisement. And it's an all-around easy to work with cream contour because it is in stick form. You can also take your brush and manipulate with the brush. One brush for smaller areas that I have, of course, is the 4D HD brush, and you guys can see that it's got different angles to it. And so if you're going to go in and do smaller areas like the nose, it's got a sharper point on the edge and something flat that you can kind of build structure with. And it's got stiff bristles. What the heck's going on with my brain and my mouth? I don't know. But this is a heavy hitter. It is definitely a good contour stick, but there are a few to choose from, and I'm going to show you a couple more. Okay, another great stick for contouring. This one is not quite as dark. It's lighter. It's a lighter shade, but I could certainly get this darker, is the Juvia's Place stick. That's another really good one. I'm just putting it a little bit above. It's a little more emulsified than the Fenty one. The Fenty one is thicker. I'm going to probably mangle my cheeks up, so I'm okay with that. And I'll show you another stick as well. This is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD. A lot of makeup artists like to use this as it warms up the skin as well. This particular shade is Y505. This is a shade that like Painted by Spencer uses, and so forth. So many ways you can blend this in, obviously, but I'm trying to, let me just grab my brush. You can use something that's got kind of a flat edge to it to move it in a sharper manner. You can also take something with a rounder edge and it will be a softer blend for you. So depending on the brush that you use, I've got one here that's face built, and it's Kabuki 4D HD with the sharp chiseled edges. So depending on how you like your contour is going to vary on what kind of a brush you use to blend it in. But for sure, something, if you've got thicker product, something with a little bit stiffer brush existence is probably going to work better for you. So those sticks are fantastic. You also can consider using, I'm going to show you this one from Smashbox. It's a 2-ender. You guys can see it's got contour on one side and foundation on the other. What I like about this is if the shade isn't perfect for you, you could mix the two together to kind of blend together a shade that might work better. This particular contour stick is good. It's thick, it's heavy, so if you like something that's going to really be powerful, this would be a good choice. You can see, but it does have a little bit of surface slip to it, so it can move really, really well. And a good way to think of contour is basically what you're trying to do is to create a shadow, obviously, to have other areas sort of stand out on your face. But what you use to achieve that can vary so much, and I want you guys to kind of open your minds to the possibilities with contour, because so much can work. If you happen to order a foundation, you didn't send it back, or you have darker coloring in the summertime and then you get darker foundation, you don't know what to do with your foundation, you don't want it to go bad, you can use it for your contour as well. Here's another one. This one's the Huda Beauty foundation. This came to me in latte, and it turned out that it was just a little bit deeper for my skin tone. So, but I find that it works very well as a super soft, when I want something really, really soft and skin-like to put in as a contour. I really like using that as well. The possibilities are literally endless. So I'm going to show you the next type. So far for sticks, we've got Fenty, Juvia, Huda, Smashbox. Those are some sticks that are good stick contour colors or contours. And whoops, I forgot Makeup Forever to keep in mind. So those are those 5, and then we're gonna try some other stuff. Okay, then there's these. This is a real mess, isn't it? There's the flat contour creams. I haven't pulled this out in a real long time, actually. This is the Makeup Forever one. It actually is really inexpensive, and it's a palette that has both highlight and contour. Pro Strobe Cream palette with brush. I don't have the brush in here. This is the first contour that I bought this year, and it actually is really better than you'd think for a Makeup Revolution product. It's quite good. Some stuff with Makeup Revolution is good, and some stuff kind of feels cheap to me. But this palette is a very good investment if you're looking for a starter one that's inexpensive and you want to play with it and try it. Just due to the shades, I should just swatch these a bit for you. Because I do find the color is quite good. I'll try to put something somewhere else here. The colors are quite good in it, and the texture of it is creamy enough to blend. It's quite good, actually. I like it. And like I said, you can use so many different things for contour. Don't have to just stick to what's marketed to you as a cream contour, but these are some products that are kind of specifically known for their contour ability. Okay, so let's get into some more creams. Another ultimate well-known cream contour product is going to be the Tantour. This one is in Fair. You guys will have to play around to see what kind of colors are going to work for you. But this is quite good in that it's very malleable. I'm just going to touch the sides of my nose and the tip. Can't really see it. Let me see if I can paint my jawline a bit with it so you can take a look at it. The Tantour, I think, is a really good all-around product. It works better than I thought it would. It has good payoff, but it's also very malleable. So keep this in mind as a really good go-to cream bronzer. And it can work very well over and under your makeup. And sometimes when you're trying to really sculpt and so forth, you want to have layers, and you'll actually build underneath and over top as well. This is the Patrick Ta one. This is the newer product that just came out this month, and I've been using it a little bit. Here it is here, and I'll show it to you and swatch it beside. That's the color of it. Right beside the Fenty one here. So you can see it's a little bit cooler in tone. And it's nice, you guys, but if you're looking for a real strong contour, this is not, I don't find the product to be pigmented enough. But if you're looking for gentle and soft, you're gonna really love it. So keep that in mind. Another one is I have a color wheel here from Lise Wapier, and in this color wheel comes this sort of ruddy brown color that also acts really, really well as a contour, but you can see that it's got kind of a little bit of more of a pinky undertone to it. So keep an eye on that and make sure that you're looking in the mirror and seeing, okay, is this color gonna work for me? Is this too dark? Is it too light? Is it making me look dirty? Just kind of really doing a good assessment on your skin as you're applying things to make sure that it's gonna work. This is one of the products that I used in one of my videos. This is the Danessa Myricks Cover Cream. This is a very unique product. It's a liquid, however, it has this really nice malleability for a brief moment and dries down nice and solid so that you feel really secure in your contour. So if your contour always slips and slides on you, this is a really good one to look into. The color that I have here is N08, and it's simply the cover cream that she uses for either foundation or you can use it for foundation or for contour, but I just want to show you guys something else. If you use an oil with it, like I've got the Danessa Myricks Beauty Oil here, and then mix your contour into that, you can also make it malleable again. So this is a really good mixing medium if you're finding that you can't get your contour to blend. Try putting a little bit of oil into it, and then it's got nice sheer ability on anything, and can really help you to fix mistakes as well, or to soften down the look. So keep a beauty oil. That one is my absolute favorite from Danessa Myricks, but certainly check around and see what might work for you. But it works so beautifully on the skin and leaves a nice, you can leave it more of a tinted contour instead of real solid, if that's a look you're going for. Other products that you might have laying around that you never thought of that you could use as contour, I'm going to show you those as well. This would save you some money on purchasing. Well, we'll start with an obvious one here from Juvia's Place. This is a concealer, so you can get a concealer that's darker because it's more opaque, and use that as a contour color. And obviously there's usually a good variety of shades with it. And something like this Juvia's Place one, there's a lot of product in here, so it's reasonable, so it's a really good option for a contour color. And you could see that you know, how many different varieties. This one's got more yellow in it. How many different varieties you can get to kind of nail your color down a little bit better, but consider that as well. Another one that you might not have thought of that's a possibility for you is, oh, I should use this one first before I go to that. I've got the NYX. This I got at Halloween time, but it's a cream palette, and anything that has cream to it, this is like obviously really dark. It's this sort of grayish color, but I can mix a white and dark together. So if you really just can't nail your color well, you can mix. And you've got the red and the yellow in there, so you can mix something together. This is looking a little bit too red. Mix something together between several colors to nail like your particular color if you're having a really hard time mixing down. So what I did here is I just mixed little red, yellow, white, and this sort of ruddy taupe color, and I got this out of it, and you could see it's right there in the contour family. So mixing colors together is a really good option, and just using a simple little cream Halloween palette, because it's meant to be face paint, works really, really well for contour. A few other surprisingly good contour products is something like this. This is the Laura Geller eyeshadow control cream. It is great for doing a contour as well. You guys can use a pencil, but because it's an eyeshadow, it's got some movement to it. It's not like a pencil where it's real stiff, and you can get somewhat more direct with your application. Obviously, I wouldn't wear it like this, you guys. I'm just showing you, piling product on product just to show you. But this can be, you know, very specific and direct, like if you're trying to just do a tiny little part of your nose or whatever you're trying to do. These little eyeshadow sticks can work as well, so just keep that in mind. I've also got a Painterly paint pot here, and you wouldn't think of doing this for a contour, but these stick really well to, let's see if I can do another cheek here. They stick really well to the skin once they dry down, and you can obviously, again, mix together to get the right shade. I didn't bother mixing right now because I'm just talking and showing you quickly, but can blend out really nicely because it's meant to be an eyeshadow, so it's not going to skip too much on you. So you can use something like that as a contour. If you find, you know, there's other shades that would work in the paint pot range. This one might be off for me, but I'm just showing you as an example that it can be used, right? And cream eyeshadows also are really, really good for contouring. This one here is from Smashbox again, and it's just sort of it's called Grayish. It's a gray, it's like this gray color. So if you're looking for something and you just can't find the right tone in an actual color, you can always use something like that. But what's great about it is if you have a couple colors on hand, you can easily blend together. So this is the another Smashbox color in Guava, and you see this is the color we have here. You can mix those two together. It's kind of a reddy, so if you need a reddier brown color for a contour, depending on your coloring, you can always mix something like that together. And because it has that emulsified effect initially but dries down, you have a nice secure contour to use. So those work really well. I'm going to obviously bring up the Danessa Myricks color fixes. This is a product that can be used as just about anything: lipstick, eyeshadow, blush, whatever you want it to be. And I'll just put this down as well. Let's see if I can find a spot. Okay, so this is an like I use it as an eyeshadow. It's like a taupey eyeshadow, but you can see how easily this can maneuver into being a cream contour. And again, if you want that softer effect, you don't want your contour to be so, you know, heavy, You can put a dot of the beauty oil into it and voila, it just shears right out, and you could really soften down your contour as at will. So that's just some advice there. Okay, one last one I'll just show you guys as a possible option if you're in a pinch and really needing something. We all have, you know, liquid lipsticks. These Rare Beauty liquid lips are amazing for contour as well. So you can use something like this if you wanted to have a pinch of more color but depth. You can use something like a liquid lip on your cheek and it can warm up, or you can use it on its own, or whatever you want to do. But just keep in mind that these are even aside from all the powders that can be used. I just want you guys to open your minds to different possibilities for cream products, what you can pull from. I'm sure a lipstick would be decent, although it has a lot of slip in it, and depending on how it dries down, it might get choppy on the skin. But from what I'm showing you today, all of these will work. You just have to decide upon your coloring and how much you want and how deep you want it. For a much softer contour effect, like I said, use something like the Huda foundation stick because it's a little more see-through, it's a little more gentle. If you want something really, really opaque, I mean, the Fenty is really, really opaque. So just play around with some different options. I just wanted to throw this out there because I think we're getting into a lot of cream products right now on YouTube, and a lot of cream blushes, a lot of cream everything, and I just think putting out some options for cream contours would be an interesting vid. And oop, that's my bell. My package has arrived. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great day, and I just wanted to quickly remind you guys of the different tools that can be used. Remember, you can use flat, you can use rounded tip, you can use fully rounded tip, angled, smaller, 4-dimensional, anything. And don't forget your beauty blender, and your favorite friend of all is your finger. All right, you guys have a great day, and I hope you enjoyed this video and it gave you some cream contouring ideas. If you have any questions about cream contour, or if you have difficulty with it, please let me know below, or any thoughts, comments that you have. I'd love to hear from you. And yeah, the world's your oyster. You've got a foundation that's too dark for you, give that a try as a contour. All right, see you guys later. Bye for now.